morning, this is video 35. In the beginning of video 34 I gave some renewed introduction talk to explain what yoga is about. This time we don't have so much to share. Exercises are familiar, there are no new exercises today, so also no new information there. So we'll just get right to it, get to work, repeat the exercises that we already know. Okay, so let's close our eyes for a moment. Breathe deep and calm, clear the mind for a minute. Okay, we start with Urdhva Mukha and Adho Mukha Svanasana, the upper dog and the downward dog. As you know by now, the upper dog always starts with Bhujangasana, the one that we finished the last video with. So lie down on the belly. Bhujangasana, like a snake, raise the head, go up as high as possible. Place the hands on the ground and fully extend the arms. This is the basis for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upper dog. Stand on the toes, tuck in the toes and straighten the legs. Upper dog. Consolidate. And then we go to Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward dog. Fully extend the arms, but keep the shoulders depressed. And straighten the back. Do not focus on the heels. The heels do not have to touch the floor. The focus should not be on the heels, instead it should be on the tilt of the pelvis and the upper body. The heels will find their way depending on how flexible you are in the Achilles tendons. Then we slowly come back and we rest for a moment in the child pose. Then we have Virasana, the hero pose. So you spread the ankles to accommodate the hips. You sit in between the ankles. And then you tilt the pelvis forward, the hands on the thighs. Stretch up the back of the neck, tuck in the chin. This is Virasana. Can you feel how you, sitting like this, very naturally enter into a meditative mood, a contemplative mood? Very powerful. So simple, so powerful. Slowly come out of Virasana, which is followed by shoulder stand variation, so we can take a little rest lying down. Alright, then we have Supta Kona, Parsvahala, Parsva Ikkapada Sarvangasana. But to get to Supta Kona, we have to go through Salamba Sarvanga, Hala, Karnapida. Shoulder stand, plow pose, and then the knees down to the chest. Okay, so let's get to it. I have to create some room. Go up into Salamba Sarvangasana. You see that I'm moving, wriggling my shoulders, because the shoulder stand is not correct as long as you're not properly standing on the shoulders. And there has to be room between the neck and the floor. And that's only possible if you stand properly on the shoulders. Halasana. Followed by Karnapida. Then Supta Kona, we grab the big toes while in Karnapida, and we straighten and spread the legs as far as possible. If you're not properly standing on the shoulders, this is impossible. You lose balance and you fall down to the ground. So make sure that you establish proper shoulder stand before Supta Kona. Okay, then we have Parsvahala. So you go back to Halasana. Firmly support the back and tiptoe to the side while not allowing the spine to bend. The spine remains straight and the hips remain horizontally level. Then we slowly go back to Hala and we move to the other side. We slowly come back. Then we have Ekapada Sarvangasana, Pasva Ekapada Sarvangasana, Pasva Ekapada, one leg to the side. Remember, the back remains straight and the hips horizontally level. So unless you're super flexible like a rubber band, you do not try to put your foot on the ground. You focus on the alignment instead. Not a pretty picture, not a perfect pose in that way, but perfection lies in the proper alignment, not in a pretty picture. And we slowly come back, and we come back all the way, slowly and controlled. Okay. Just lying on the back, take a deep breath and relax for a moment. There was quite an intense engagement going through these series of shoulder stand variations, so you need to take a little more time compared to after an easy exercise. And please sit down. We have Siddhasana, one leg forward bent. Inhale deep. Bend forward towards the foot, as straight, as symmetric as you can be. And try to keep the back straight. Slowly come back. Take a little rest in the tailor pose. Switch legs. Inhale deep. Exhale, reach for the foot. Remember, if you can't catch the foot, if you can't grab the foot, you can hold your leg somewhere along the way down. Or you can use a belt. a strap around the foot. Slowly come back. Take a little rest in the tailor pose. Then we have Paschimottanasana, which start with Dandasana. The stick pose, sitting straight, legs straight, back straight. Inhale deep. Exhale, reach for the big toes, like the standing Padakusta. Try to bend forward without bending the back. Focus on the tilt of the pelvis. And remember, you do not relax in a pose. It's very tempting to relax in a pose, and many yoga teachers mistakenly say that you should relax in a pose. You should not. If you don't engage, it doesn't work. What you do here is you keep working, you keep tilting the pelvis, you keep pushing the buttocks back and the heels forward. You keep pushing your belly down and elongating the spine. You have to, while standing still, while not moving, you have to work, you have to engage actively. And slowly come back. Relax for a moment in the tailor pose. Then we have Purvottanasana. Start with Dandasana again, legs and the back straight. Place the hands with the fingers pointing back. And then without bending the arms and the legs, don't allow the arms and legs to bend. You have to work from the core. Push the hips up. But don't drop the head. Don't drop the head back. And slowly come back. Very intense. Cannot stay too long. If you stay too long, you create a disharmony, a restlessness that will bother you in your meditation. So take a little rest. And we finish with Siddhasana, a perfect exercise just before the meditation. Sit on one heel. Try to put the heel exactly in the middle of the groin. Of course it's uncomfortable, but this is not just an asana, this is a Kundalini exercise. The discomfort forces you to focus on the location where Kundalini energy has a potential to rise up. And you do that using willpower. Sit on the heel, focus on the discomfort, and then visualize energy rising up alongside the spine, all the way up to the top of the head and even above the head. Slowly come back. Absolutely marvelous. It's a weird exercise, but if you don't try it, you have no idea how powerful this is. Switch. Sit on the other heel. Try to keep the hips level. Do not end up like this passively. Hands on the knees, hollow back. Visualize the energy rising up, all the way up to the top. Slowly come back and immediately start with the meditation. Very natural, very easy after Siddhasana. With as little movement as possible, we sit in Sukhasana, close the eyes, breathe deep and calm. And actually, if you do this right, you keep focusing on that energy that has risen up. Imagine the head being a big ball of light, 60 centimeters across in diameter. Big ball of light. Slowly open the eyes again. Nice. Thank you for your participation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.